Hey everyone, so yesterday I posted the news, and in that news piece for Global National there was a piece on John Wells. He was a well-known indigenous leader and he was killed by the police in Calgary. So it's very distressing. I posted that piece as well on my Facebook page, but he's not the only one that goes through this. When I was going to an event, this was years ago, not recently, before I started working at Teleperformance, I had registered for an event at the hotel. It's one of our local hotels, it's an inn, and they had put the event on there. It's very nice. It's a place where we have weddings and they have lovely breakfasts. I can't remember the name of it right now. But when I used to get onto the subway, they used to call the police to tell them where I was. And when I got down there, the TTC woman that was there, she asked me, "Where are you going?" I said to her, "I'm going to the hotel." She's like, "Which hotel?" So I told her the name. She's like, "You going to the hotel?" I said to her, "Yes, I have an event to go to." So then she called it in. Then when I was going back, I went back with 2 other people who were registered at the event. So this is how discrimination works in Canada. That's how they do it. And there's absolutely no reason for me to be tracked, to be followed. You have to read that article to see what they did to him. So, I mean, if somebody understands you and you tell them to leave a property, you're still pointing a gun at them, and then you taser them, and then you hit them, you bring them down. I mean, it's really ridiculous. One of my colleagues was there at the time, Frank. He came out and he met me. But I mean, it's ridiculous. Why shouldn't I be free to go to events, to go to hotels, to go wherever I want in this country without it being reported in? I never had anything like that in England. Nothing. I went where I wanted. I did what I wanted. I had my own friends. I had my own community. It's here. It's Canada. And now they're complaining that, oh, they're taking the jobs from Canada for making the cars to America. Whose fault is it? If you want to pay people slave wages, you want to treat them poorly, you don't want to make it a good environment for investment, then whose fault is it? Whose fault? It's the fault of the government. And it's the fault of the police too. I'm telling you, if I had known what kind of a country this was before I came here, I would have just gone back to Zimbabwe. Because it's ridiculous. I mean, really and truly, I am horrified at what they did to John Wells. I'm horrified. And he was an upright member of the community. He was somebody who used to win awards for his rodeo. I'm horrified. This is not happening in like the 1950s. This is happening now in Canada. September 17th was the day they took me into Sunnybrook. September 25th, the date that report was released by the APT, and that's my birthday. It's discrimination. Even in Zimbabwe, I never got treated the way I get treated here. Never, ever. Never, I never got treated that way. Even when I stayed at home with my brother and my mother, I never got treated that way. I used to go wherever I wanted, do whatever I wanted. All those things started after Mandela got released, having me tracked and followed and all that. I didn't do anything at Wits that other people didn't do. I did everything that all of my fellow students did and alumni did. It's ridiculous. That poor man and his poor family. Really and truly, the police must never ever come near me again. Never. Never. I don't want them anywhere near me. Just like they don't want to see me, I don't want to see them. It's the stupidity of what this country does. You can't even go shopping and get your groceries. And even if I didn't have an event at the hotel, if I wanted to go and sit there and have a cup of coffee or explore the gardens, those staff, they would welcome me. They were all happy that I was there. They all knew me. It's stupidity what this country is doing. It's stupidity. And it's tragic. Because my life was ruined. Thank God I got my life. I can still walk. I can still hear. I can still see. I can still taste. I can still touch. But they kill you slowly. That's what they do. They kill you slowly. If I didn't have some help from family, I wouldn't be able to live. Who can live on 9,000 a year or 15,000 a year? Do you think you can live on that and have a nice place to stay and use your talents, build up your skills, belong to HRPA, renew your designation dues, study and come up? Do you think you can do it? After I finished my master's, they destroyed my life. I graduated from Regis and they started destroying my life. Up until that point, I had work. I used to work and study. After I graduated from Regis, they started coming after me. It's ridiculous. And if you think that the professors and everyone at Regis don't get discriminated against, they do. Even one of my teachers that came here from America, Sister Kathleen McAlpin, she told me, she said, they gave me such a hard time just to come and teach. I didn't even want to come. It's ridiculous. It kills me to see what they did to John Wells. And that story got known, probably because his family talked about it and they brought it up. What about all the other hundreds of cases like his, like mine, where people don't know and where people don't know what's happening? It's disgusting what Canada's doing. And then the government saying, oh, we're going to fight for those jobs. We're going to fight for those jobs. Why didn't you do it in the first place? Why is it now that the Americans have made the offer and that they're taking the jobs, now you want to fight for the jobs? Why didn't you do it in the first place? Why didn't you do what you said you were going to do? That you were not going to have the tariffs, that you were going to have reciprocal tariffs, that you were going to build trade with other countries. Why didn't you do all that? All the companies I worked for at Teleperformance were Americans. All of them. I haven't had one job with a Canadian company. Not one. They were all Americans. It's ridiculous. When the Canadians hire me, they keep me for 3 to 6 months and then they let me go. Why don't you just transfer me to America? You'd be happy and I'd be even happier. Because you treat me like shit. This country needs to grow up and stop discriminating.